Let's do this one first.
What clothes are you going to wear? What the hell is wrong with you? What is smell? Half of your butt is that side though.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. So we're going to be talking about things that we didn't really know before we got married. Hopefully is an interesting one, so let's go. So the first one is household responsibilities. So for us, I think we actually, talked about household responsibilities before we even got married. It was one of the major discussions that we had, First of all, if you're somebody in 2023 that thinks, if you're a guy and you think that your wife is going to handle all the household chores, you are going to be really, really disappointed. And I understand some of us grew up in that kind of household where
traditional
our parents,
household,
our moms kind of handled everything that's to do with the chores, and then the dad worked. Even if your mom was working, your mom still handled mostly everything around the house. So I think that was something we needed to find our own kind of rhythm.
What works for us.
What works for us. Because even though we talked about it before we got married, she said...
Okay, I said I don't love cooking, but I'll cook when it is necessary.
Right. And then she had expressed that she doesn't want to always be the only one doing all the chores, which I was cool with because, I grew up as... the last born of the family, and if an African family, if you're the last born, you're most likely the one doing all the chores. So I grew up in the kitchen. Basically, I could cook better than she can.
Because it sprinkles crayfish in everything. It thinks it's better. Is a better cook. Okay, that's fine.
And crayfish is natural. Anyways, we digress.
Okay.
I actually sometimes love to cook. There's some certain meals that I love making it in a particular way. I think for most people out there, mindset is kind of changing around who does what around the house and all that. But if you're the type that you still want your wife to do everything around the house, I wouldn't say you won't see somebody like that. It's quite rare nowadays. It's rare to see somebody that is willing to do all the chores in the house and then still work, because nowadays, most household needs two incomes.
The second thing is privacy and personal space. I actually found it very difficult to adjust to this because before we got married, even after we got married, we never lived in the same house for about 5 or 6 months.
Yeah.
So when I moved to Canada, whenever he's doing number 2, I would always want to enter the restroom and then just gist with him. But he would always make this face like, why are you coming here? And I'm like, you married me. Why are we married?
Even up to date, I'm still very uncomfortable.
He started locking the door whenever he's going in because I still don't understand why you wouldn't want me to come into your space.
Guys,
anything you're doing, I should be able to enter and talk to you at any point.
Back me up here. Like, guys need personal, especially when it comes to, being in the restroom. I've even heard stories. I mean, the popular comedian and, talk show host Steve Harvey, he said he has like a phone in his restroom, he has a computer, he has a TV. So I feel
that's
like
ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous because you spend a whole lot of time there anyways. So I feel like it's a personal space for guys. It's a space where you can just go quiet down everything. You don't have to listen to
But you can't spend more than 30 minutes in that place.
Says who?
You have to be out after 30 minutes.
Nah, says who?
But it was something I struggled with. I still struggle with it.
Yeah.
I'm still going to keep struggling
And I will
with
still
it.
keep locking the door. The next thing is just how comfortable both of us got with each other. Let me tell you something. Your partner, that person that used to do their hair, wear the makeup before they come see you, bro, that thing goes out of the door.
Not the entire thing.
I understand, but somebody that you've not seen or smelt their fart before, suddenly becomes a daily thing. I'm not saying she farts, every day. I'm just saying, just get your mind adjusted to the fact that you are living with a whole person, and whatever you do, she can do as well. I think that was something that was a little bit uncomfortable the first few, I would say, months.
And it would always make, whenever I do something, it would be like,
yeah.
What happened to? I'm like, it's not out of the window, but then this is just me getting comfortable in Canada.
Oh yeah, right now I'm like, I don't care. You gotta spend it.
For me, the next thing is you playing music in a language you don't understand.
Oh.
And it is every Sunday, not even every Sunday, every day of the week. And he will try to sing along, and the music will be so loud. It has a particular choir, joyous celebration.
Yeah.
Then in South Africa, he doesn't understand anything they say.
Yeah.
But then he would constantly play this music and try to sing along, and it would be so loud. He can play it in the morning, middle of the night, afternoon while you're working.
If you know me, I play drums, so anything that has to do with good music, I love it. It doesn't matter.
But then you have to know the meaning of this song.
No, well, I don't really have to. I know that they are praising God anyways. That's number one. And I'm bad with lyrics. I'm
really terrible. He doesn't know anything.
I don't know any song. Even though I play drums in church, all the songs I play to, I don't know their lyrics. I might know the chorus, but I don't know the entire song. I'm terrible, with lyrics.
And I've started singing the songs too. I don't know the meaning.
Yeah. So the next thing that was like, I'm still working on it. So I wouldn't say I've gotten over it. Is your wife making you go late? And I'm saying that carefully because. Now, it takes time for all this to appear, obviously, So I'll give you an example. Whenever I want to go to church on a Sunday morning, I think the first Sunday we actually went to church, I was like, okay, so this is the time we're going to leave the house to go to church. So I expected my wife would have, woken up early and started doing all the makeup. Because
the first Sunday we got to church early now.
No, we didn't. I mean, we got to church before the service started, right?
That's early.
No, it's not early. But we didn't get to church before the time I would normally get to church. Right, and the reason for that was because she was taking her time.
Gorgeousness.
So, yeah, obviously. From the second Sunday, I had to tell her that, you have to start doing the makeup 2 hours before the time we leave the house. But guess what? That doesn't work either.
It does. Okay, so this is what works. No, this is what works.
Wait.
I think church is 9 o'clock, right?
Church is 10.
Can you see? I never know the time for church intentionally, so that by 7 I start dressing up, and by 8, 9 I'll be done.
No,
right?
That is not true. So even if my wife start doing her makeup like 8 a.m. and you will think that, since we're going to leave the house, say 9:45 or 10, we should be good. No, that doesn't happen. You know why? Because when it's 10 and I'm like, so we're going to church right now, that is the exact time my wife will now ask me, oh, what do you think about this outfit? Do you think it looks nice? I'm like, we are going out right now.
No, the reason I ask you most times is because after doing all the makeup and dressing up, you don't even turn and say, oh baby, you look beautiful. You start doing it, but before I taught him, it would not look, I have done makeup for 1 hour. I've tried to do lashes, I've tried to do mascara, I've tried to do brows, and you don't turn and say, oh, you look beautiful, or your dress is nice. Why would I not ask you? Because I feel like if you see it and it's nice, you would say it.
But we're still working on it.
I forgive you.
We're still working on it. Like I said, most of these things that we are talking about, these are not things that we already overcame. These are things that we're still working through. So we just feel like we should put it out there just in case you're in the same position.
The next thing for me is my husband setting multiple alarms in the morning and never waking up.
What?
He shock you.
Every morning, babe, he would set an alarm for 6, 6:10, 6:20, 6:30, 6:40, 6:50, and then 7. The first alarm would come on and I would wake up. This man would turn, look at the phone, turn back and sleep.
I stopped the alarm, but the next one will come on.
The next one will come on. He would turn again, pick up the phone, either snooze or stop. Third one will come up. He will turn again, and then that continues. This man will not wake up throughout, but then let me open one door or turn on a tap. He would wake up and say, I ready. That tap is making noise. And I'm like, your alarm is right beside you.
I think.
And you didn't wake up.
I think I've just gotten used to the alarm. Like
one day, I even told him I was going to spray him in the face if he doesn't wake up.
Yeah.
And I had the spray bottle in my hand.
But I told you not to try.
He turned and said, if you try it.
Another thing that no one told us before we got married, and we are just realizing it, is that getting married makes you fat.
Yeah. Yes. Really big.
Just, not doing anything, the peace of mind that comes with you being married
to the right person,
you fat, because you're just like, I've gotten the lady, she's gotten the guy, so there's
no need to work out.
Eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, then the next thing, like your waist is 34,
you're adding snacks 36, in between,
and it goes downhill from there, so right now I think we just started going to the gym together, and work on all those married people handles. But yeah, that's one thing that we really didn't expect.
You get too comfortable around the person, and
exactly.
Just let go.
Yeah, but then you just need to start working on yourselves. Go to the gym together, do activities together. We work sometimes in the evening.
Yeah.
Sometimes we play basketball. She doesn't know how to play ball.
I do. I'm a pro.
But we try as much as possible to do things together. We do photo shoots together as well. She's my muse. Yes.
The only one.
But yeah, that no one told us about that, but we're learning.
Okay, and not for me. Something no one told me about is sharing stuff. Yeah.
Say it, guys.
This is straight bullet.
Good.
He doesn't like to share. Take for example, we're eating, right? And I like your food better.
Why would you
not want to share with me?
We have two different plates.
You're married to me.
So
you have to be able to share.
You've got your own plate. So
share.
I don't understand.
Let's even say that is like an extreme end.
Yeah.
Perfs. He doesn't like sharing his perfumes. Why? He would say, you can't smell like me. We can't be smelling alike.
Here's the thing. You have how many bottles of perfume?
I don't know. We don't count.
I don't understand why. I've got just 3. I don't understand why he should be using mine when you.
Because I love the smell.
Nah. Anyway, I'm still learning. You know, obviously we're still new in this thing. So I'm still learning how to share more. But there are just some things I feel like, yeah, it should be mine. Especially if you've got yours. Food is part of it. If you got
I can
food,
share my perf with you.
no. Yeah, but thank you. But yeah, I mean, these are just some of the things that we've had to adjust to based.
I'm still adjusting
We're still adjusting, we're still learning, obviously. We're planning to spend forever together, so we'll just still keep learning. If you have such experiences with your partners, with your wife, husbands, why don't you just leave comments below? Just let us know those crazy things or those quirks your partner has that you've kind of gotten used to.
Yeah.
I won't tell you what a quirk is, but yeah, it's crazy. It's smelling me. She's a weirdo, but you know, it's all good. So
no, I think you get used. You get used to it because I love to smell.
Yeah,
it's a normal thing.
That creeps me out. That's weird. I've never
if
met
a person
anybody.
smells good, you should smell them.
No, not smelling like. I'm not doing stuff like that. I mean,
why? It's
it
nice.
should be like, oh, you smell good.
No,
that should be the end of it. Oh God.
Feels good.
Anyways, thank you guys once again for watching the video.
Thank you.
Like, subscribe, and share. Obviously, we're still gonna come up with more videos for you guys. So
thank you. Until next time. Bye.
Peace.